Hello, my wonderful Aries. Welcome back to my channel. I hope you all are doing amazing. In today's video, I will be tapping into the energies of your love life. So it's going to be our general love reading for the week here. So pretty much whatever comes out for you guys. Okay, hold on. We have the Five of Swords and the Death card that wanted to pop out here. Could be dealing with an air sign or a Scorpio. Air sign being Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. Death card and the Five of Swords. Conflict that either resulted in some sort of like a shift in a dynamic, or the Five of Swords and the Death card could also be like resistance towards some sort of change, like not wanting something to change, or even if it has, having a hard time accepting that as your reality. Okay. So I'm going to start off by seeing how you're being viewed this week. The Tower. Okay, so what I see here, guys, is like you could have had a recent falling out with someone, or, like this could be someone that, a very unexpected event occurred between the both of you, because they're viewing you in the Tower energy, which means like what occurred between the both of you or something that was said, they feel like they were not prepared for it at all whatsoever. And I also feel with the Tower, like this person, they're viewing you as, or the situation as something that they're waking up to, something that you've made clear in the past or something that you've communicated to this person in the past. It's becoming clear now. It's like dealing with the aftermath of a situation and gaining some sort of clarity much after the event has occurred. Sorry about that, guys. But pretty much dealing with a situation or the emotions that come with the situation much after it has already occurred. So it could even be that this person's like processing their emotions a little bit late, or they were kind of, when something happens initially, it could be that they were avoiding thinking or feeling about it. But now it's like, okay, I was not prepared for this, but I need to accept this, or I need to allow myself to feel my emotions here. We have the Four of Cups, okay, followed by the Empress in the challenge position. Definitely an energy of like not feeling satisfied in the current moment. I do believe this person still feels connected to you in the Empress energy, but it's like, here's the thing, they see the potential, or they feel like, there are things that could have transpired much differently between the both of you. But with the Four of Cups, it's like the reason that they're feeling challenged is, yes, they're not happy in the current moment, but that's not the most action-oriented energy. It's kind of like when you're upset about something and you're like sulking, or you're sitting in your emotions. And in no way am I trying to, downplay how your person may feel, or how hurt they may feel, but it is an energy of like kind of feeling very consumed by your emotions. So specifically this week, it could be that this person is, again, feeling very consumed by their emotions. They are thinking about you, but there could be, an energy of feeling very defeated or powerless in some cases. You could be dealing with a Libra or a Taurus, but it's like they still see you as someone that they feel connected to. Okay, there may be children in this dynamic, or there's something that feels very secure and comforting about the connection that they have with you. But with the Four of Cups, it's like there's definitely something here you guys are not agreeing on, or the fact that there has been a falling out could be the reason why, that Four of Cups energy is there, right? Like, I'm not happy with where we are. I'm not happy, or I'm still frustrated about what has happened between Aries and I, but I still see Aries as someone that I want to connect with. Or I'm upset with Aries, but I still have emotions towards Aries, or I'm upset with what happened, right, guys? This is not really about the blame game. That's not the point, but it is an energy of like feeling hurt, but feeling like they still feel connected to you. They can't ignore, their emotions. Page of Swords for how you're viewing them. You have a strong feeling that this person is keeping tabs on you, or that they're curious about you, but they're not going to be direct about it. You view this person in a very submissive or like indirect kind of energy. You may even feel like there's like a level of passive aggression where you're like, okay, I know this person's upset with me, but I also feel like they're not going to mention it. Or for those of you that are connecting with this person, you can sense that there's an underlying issue, hence why you feel some sort of passive aggression. But again, it's passive because this person is not speaking about it, or they're like, you can sense the energy, but they're not really bringing it up to discuss it. So you feel like this person is not really being direct with you this week. You do feel like they're curious about you, or maybe actually have some sort of proof that they are keeping tabs on you. Like if they're checking up on your social media and somehow you're aware of that, you're like, okay, they're checking up on my social media, so I know they're curious about me, but they're not really opening contact with me, or they're not really sending me a message to, speak to me. It's like, checking up on me, but not really contacting me is pretty much what I'm getting here. Page of Pentacles in your feelings and the King of Wands. Some of you really do want to speak to this person because the pages in the deck are messengers. So Page of Swords is more of an indirect energy, but Page of Pentacles could be like a message or a phone call. So you could be reaching out to this person, because I do see with the King of Wands in your feelings, you're feeling very confident. There could be some sort of clarity that you've gained on the situation, or you're just feeling confident in terms of, I'm tired of this being stagnant, or I'm tired of, being in a situation where I'm not happy with it and not doing anything about it. So I do feel like you're really wanting to speak to this person, and quite literally some of you could be reaching out to them, whether it's sending them a message, picking up the phone and calling them. It's like you're not really wanting to play the back and forth, or you're not wanting the silence to continue, because you're wanting to find a solution here. What do we have? The Four of Wands in your feelings and the King of Swords. So you're acknowledging, why a connection did not work or why things ended. And Four of Wands is usually like a higher level of commitment. And we have the King of Swords, which means you could have recently, like a separation, a breakup, maybe even a divorce in some cases could have been very recent. But it's like you still want to connect with this person, or at least reach out to them. So it doesn't mean that you want to reconcile here, because there's a level of anger or frustration that you're holding on to. And more than that, with the King of Swords, I think that you've gained some sort of clarity, or you're accepting a situation for what it is. So as much as you want to speak to this person, you're trying not to go in with the thought or the hope that you guys are going to reconcile, because there's a part of you that feels like the reality of the situation, something needs to be fixed, or something needs to, change, or we need to do things differently. So it's like reconnecting, or wanting to reconnect with this person, but not really going in with your hopes high, because you don't want to be disappointed, or you don't want something to backfire on you here. Because I can tell that you have emotions for this person, but King of Swords and the Four of Wands is a very honest energy of, yes, I feel connected to this person, but I also know why this higher level of commitment came to an end with the King of Swords, or why I cut ties with this person to begin with. You may also feel that when you communicate with this person, Aries, like there's a very detached or cold energy. And even if that is how this person is or how they operate, it's like you feel very misunderstood by them, because there's a very strong energy of, I'm trying to tell you how I feel, or I really want you to understand this. But you feel like this person is either completely detached, or they're having a hard time understanding or receiving your emotions or how you feel, or what you're trying to, like, you're having a difficult time getting through to them. And it's stemming from, or it's like the emotional department is being highlighted. So it's like, whether it's they're giving you, in the past they've given you one word responses, or in the past they haven't really paid attention when you express your emotions. There is a part of you that feels a bit misunderstood, and you want this person to like be more open with you emotionally, or see your side of things, and try to actually understand your perspective as well. Because in a way you feel misunderstood, yes, but you also feel like you're not being heard. You're not, your emotions or your perspective or what you're thinking is not being taken into consideration. So we have the Six of Cups clarifying the Four of Cups. So someone who really misses you, and the Fool card clarifying the Empress. It's like they just want to, like, the Fool card could be very impulsive, or someone's like taking a leap of faith towards you, they don't really have a plan, or they're not really sure what the future holds, but they're just wanting to connect with you, and that's something that they're sure of. But Six of Cups and Four of Cups, it's like As much as they're feeling challenged because they're not happy in the current moment, or the situation is not progressing the way that they want it to, they still feel a very deep connection towards you, right? Six of Cups is also someone who's really, really missing you this week. So, it could be that they are being reminded of you, or it's just like a very heavy, like nostalgic energy that's coming through here. But I do feel like they're missing you, and there's an energy of, I want to take a leap of faith towards Aries. Um, but I feel like they're feeling also very consumed by the negative emotions that they feel, or some sort of disappointment that they feel like they're going to cause. Like, they want to connect with you, but they're not so certain, is what I see. And if this person reaches out to you, you may find it to be very, very impulsive, because we have the Fool card there, which is like more of an impulsive energy or something that you don't expect. You may feel like this person is communicating or reconnecting with you, but they don't necessarily have a plan in mind. It's more like the goal is to reconnect and then figure out a plan, as opposed to have a plan while they're coming in or trying to, converse with you again. So we have the High Priestess in their feelings, okay? And we have the Six of Pentacles. Yeah, it's a pretty generous energy of wanting to invest in this situation with you, or they're also thinking about equal give and take with the Six of Pentacles. But it's like, this could be them gifting you something. This could be a kind gesture. This could just be reaching out to you more often, being more consistent with you. There's some sort of practical effort that is increasing here. And with the High Priestess in their emotions, there's an increase in their effort in hopes that they can like prove something to you, and potentially the both of you can move to a better space. So what I'm saying is, they're not coming in, initially and feeling like I'm going to be in a commitment, but they're like, if I try, or if I show that I'm trying, then maybe we can work our way to a commitment. So it's a very realistic approach here. And the High Priestess is also holding on to some sort of hope or faith that you guys can work things out. Because the High Priestess is also, like believing in something that doesn't feel tangible. So it's not happening in their reality right now, but they're holding on to some sort of hope here, where it's like, you know what, I really feel like I can work this out with Aries, or I really feel like I'm hopeful about this. I'm still holding on to some sort of faith. Three of Swords and the Ace of Cups in their feelings. Yeah. So overcoming some sort of hurt, or healing the pain that was caused, and wanting a new beginning here. They want an opportunity to tell you how they feel, yes. And I think it's also stemming from a place of feeling very consumed by their emotions. Like, I'm feeling a lot of deep emotions. I'm thinking about Aries, but I'm keeping it to myself, and I'm tired of that. I'm tired of bottling it up. So I do feel like they're wanting a new beginning, but what they're keeping to themselves is what they're working towards. And how they're showing up on the external is just, in an increase in effort, or someone who is reaching out to you. So even though to you it may seem a bit impulsive, this person does have a goal or a plan in mind, but they feel like they need to work up to that point. So, for example, if you're upset with them, maybe they feel like the first step is to, ask for your forgiveness, or feel like, okay, Aries needs to forgive me first to begin with, before I even think about, a commitment here. Eight of Wands in the potential outcome, followed by the Star card. So definitely communication that takes place here, a conversation that could even feel very healing. So healing doesn't necessarily mean that you guys are coming back together, or the both of you are ready for a connection again, but I mean it in a sense where you're able to get something off of your chest. You hear something from this person that's reassuring, and the conversation in general makes you feel more at ease about the situation here. The Eight of Wands is being clarified by the Strength card. Some of you could be dealing with the Leo. The Star card is being clarified by the Two of Swords. And we have the Eight of Pentacles. Yeah, definitely an increase in effort, okay? Two of Swords is like not really seeing the bigger picture, or maybe having a hard time seeing where things are headed initially, but I don't see that energy lasting, right? So even if initially you're like, okay, where is this headed? Or it seems a little bit impulsive, you have someone here who's trying to prove themselves to you. And the Eight of Wands and the Star card is giving me a strong energy of like a conversation that just feels very, very healing. Kind of like, finally I can tell this person how I feel, or finally, we were able to talk, and we're on the same page, or we've agreed to disagree. It's just, feeling like you don't have that monkey on your back, or some sort of heavy load that you're carrying on your shoulders. Okay. So that is what I'm getting for you guys this week. I really do hope you were able to find a message that resonated with you here today. And thank you so much for your time.